G'day everybody, how are we all? I'm pretty good. It's Monday, about 1 o'clock, and I haven't gone to work today because I didn't want to. So I'm my own boss. Every now and again I give myself a day off, and we're just going to go for a quick tour around the Barossa. So something different today. There's only so much in my backyard that you can look at, and let's go and have a look, and we'll see a lot of grapevines. I'll take you up to a cellar door that I really enjoy. Not to have a drink, just to have a look. It's a bit earlier in the week for that sort of shenanigans. And we will go down south to Lindock and pop up north to the range, and just to show you a bit of farmland and how dry it is. You can sort of see by this paddock at the top of my house. So we're in the middle of a drought, so bear that in mind. It's all going to be super green. Looks like the clouds are getting darker, but it's not going to rain today. So let's go, guys. Let's go and have a look. So this is the local village, the local town. We call them towns. Anguston. And it is a lovely little place. So I live 2 minutes, well, minute drive from Anguston, and about 4 or 5 minutes drive from Muri, but I'm right in the middle. So it's quite rural. So you can sort of see this is the type of, I guess, neighbourhood you would call it that I live in. And yeah, it's lovely. It's brown. Just out the back of my place, north, probably about 3 minutes from the house. And this is what we've got. So this is what the Barossa looks like without houses in it. And yeah, it's quite nice. They've cleared a lot of it, unfortunately, but there's still a fair bit of greenery around, and I think they're pretty careful about that nowadays. So there's some grapes down there. I'm going to go and show you some grapes and some viticulture and show you how it all works, and how worm farming relates to that. So stick around, guys. It's a balmy hot day here. So we're in the middle of a drought, and you can absolutely see what the farmers here are dealing with. We've had 0.8 mil of rain, I think, in the last 5 months. I haven't checked it, but it will be something like that, and that all happened last week, and it barely sunk into the surface. So the other major industries in the valley are sheep. You do get quite a bit of cattle here, but at the back, this is in the range that I was talking to you about, where the rain sort of stops here and it doesn't go over the back. Even here, where it does rain a little bit, it is dry as dry can be. The poor old sheep out there, they got no grass. They'll all be being fed on straw and pea straw. They let them in the wheat paddocks once they cut it, but that only lasts so long, and they're all gone now as well. And they're just going to wait for the rain to replant, and I'll probably work these paddocks and give them a big old till, some of them, unfortunately. And this hopefully will all come green, but you know, it gives you a really good idea of what we're dealing with here in South Australia. And not all of Australia is like this. There's actually flooding in Queensland, so yeah, fun times. Here we have a little apple farm, or an apple paddock. Now, this is private property. I'm probably not supposed to be on here, so I won't go too far. But this is a minute from my house. That's the hill my house is built on. I'm not sure what sort of apples are on here. There's plenty on the ground. No. Yep. Not sure. So this is nice. Maybe I will accidentally obtain an apple from here one day. Accidentally, of course. This is about 200 metres down the road from the apple paddock that I showed you, the apple field, and this is how they grow grapes here. Now the season's over, vintage is long gone, probably a few months ago, and what they'll do soon, when all these drop their leaves, they'll come out with air pruners, hydraulic ones, and they'll walk along and prune them all off. So they have machines for harvest, for vintage, that do it, but I believe they still get people in to do some of the more expensive grapes, but this all has to be done by hand. So there's the dripper system. That's what any type of worm tea would have to run through, and that's something we shall have to investigate. So it's going to be relatively easy to find this stuff out once we sort of start talking to people in the industry, which is pretty hard to avoid in the Barossa Valley. Everybody's got a vineyard almost, or everybody wants a vineyard. So hopefully we can learn a lot in a short amount of time. I really should clean the windows on my car. In fact, I should clean my car altogether. So you'll see this all through the Barossa. These are wineries, and they'll be connected to their own cellar door most of the time. And the cellar doors are generally quite beautiful, like really nice places. So a lot of them you can go and have lunch. Some of them don't do lunch; they just do tastings. But all of them do tastings. And so if you ever pop out to the Barossa, this is what you can expect to see. Don't know where the cellar door is. I think it's back on the main road. So we're right in the heart of the Barossa now, down in the valley, and behind me, that's the edge of our range. That's where the Barossa ends and the Adelaide Hills begin. We're about 2 minutes from Tanunda out the back. I'll show you. What the hell? Look at who's in the back of me old WRX, my old hail damaged WRX. All right, sorry, had to get the obligatory smushy shot in. So yeah, this is it. It's pretty rural. Mostly they'll grow grapes down in here because of the soil. A lot of it's quite red, but looking at this stuff, it's actually a bit brown. So let's have a look. Love a bit of a dig. It's really sandy. I mean, these guys must know what they're doing. These ones here don't have drippers, but they do. The rose star there, they must have just been trying to squeeze out a couple of extra plants closer to the road. So that's the hills back there. This is all going to be green. Like I know it doesn't seem like it now, but this will all pop hopefully in about 3 weeks, and when it does, it is beautiful. And up in the hills is beautiful as well. So down that way we've got Tanunda, and then you keep going to Lindok, and then you can turn right and go to Gawler, and you can turn left and go to Williamstown. So Williamstown is pretty much the hills, but they like to, I think, be known as the Barossa, and that is a beautiful place. Cockatoo Valley, even the name sounds good. So we wanted to live up there, but in the end it was probably an extra 10% expensive, and we just couldn't do it. So we are where we are, but we obviously really love where we are as well. So they're not far away. So we're going to pop down to a cellar door. I'm not going to be drinking. I just want to show you guys my favourite cellar door in the Barossa. And these things are everywhere. They're everywhere. And there's resorts, and there's a golf course around here somewhere. But they've done it quite well, I think. They're just dotted across the countryside. There's no one place where there's big resorts and it's really busy. It's still quiet, and I think that's because there's 5 or 6 towns here, so the tourism gets spread over the valley, which is good. A lot of Japanese tourists come here, a lot of Chinese, obviously a lot of English. Not sure about the Americans. I do meet quite a few though, so they must get around. But you're all welcome here. Everybody's welcome here. And if you like a drop of wine, even better, but it is a food region too. We got one of the, I guess, the most famous chocolate factory in Australia, Melba's, and well, I think it is. I'm not a big chocolate fan. The leader of the opposition loves it, but yeah. So Melba's is just up the road. There's lots of charcuterie, so lots of big German influence. So lots of salamis and things like that. Metwurst, bratwurst, Kranskis. Kranskis are amazing. Bockwurst is amazing as well. So if you've never tried a bockwurst sausage, you are missing out. Go out, get one, eat it. This is the front of the Barossa wine tub. Bangtal. And this is the main drag of Tanunda. Tanunda is probably the most touristy town in the Barossa, and I used to work here for quite a while. I was a chef here. You can see the kitchen. It's actually just past the end of the veranda there. You'll see a window, and that was my work, my domain for quite a while. So yeah, I was actually the head chef here, and I've worked in other places up here as well for many a year. I worked at the Novotel, and I was the head chef of Musk Food and Wine for just a short while, and then I got out of cooking. But that is a complete other story that you do not need to hear. So yeah, this is where I did work. I got a lot of happy memories from here. There's a good banh mi shop over the road, and I might go and get one of them, I think. So I've brought you up here to Kellermeister Winery. Now I've got no affiliation with these guys other than I've been up here before. Actually, I did used to do some business with them a very, very long time ago, but nothing significant. And I think this might be one of the best views in the Barossa. So I'll tell you what though, last time those trees weren't there. Well, they've grown bigger at least, so lots of weddings, lots of functions, and lots of wine produced, and good wine as well. So yeah, this is what you can sort of expect. It's Monday morning, so it's not busy. It's really quite dead here. It's actually been a little bit dead for some reason. I think just the heat, people are turned off. But it's quite nice today. It's a bit chilly. You can see the clouds are starting to come over, and yeah, it's just a nice day to go for a drive. I think that'll all be green soon. That'll all be green, and I think this is why I like it. Like, there's no buildings, there's no anything. It's just sheds, and then those grapes that you can see there, they'll pop up and make it look really, really nice. Already it looks pretty good. This is Lindok. Lindok is a pretty little town, very nice. Sort of connects the hills to the valley, and also Gorla, which is at the mouth of the valley. It's a good little place to eat there. Gather round. It's a big footy festival that's coming. They're actually playing a game here, Aussie Rules football, so that'll be fun. And this is a bit of a tourist drive, so this is where a lot of the major wineries and celladors are. We've got Grant Burge, we've got Penfolds, we've got Jacobs Creek, we've got Kellermeister, we've got Yalumba, Seppelsfield, Wolf Bluff. So yeah, plenty of wine out here. And these will all be different types of grapes too. They won't all be the same grape, different soil, likes different grapes, and there's different soil even throughout the valley. I showed you some of the grey stuff, but then further north it gets red. So yeah, you can see this is another big cellador coming up. That's the Mara. And yeah, they just dot along the road like this for 30-40 kilometres. Back at home now. A couple of things I'll show you, and then we'll end the video up. I hope you liked having a look around the Barossa. It's not at its best at the moment, but it's still a very pretty place. So this is the Warrigal Greens that Ellis from the Jackson 4 gave me. I've replanted them, given them a healthy dose of my worm castings, and they're looking better than they were yesterday, but they were struggling a little bit, but they should be fine. They look like they're coming back. Everything's growing. The chickens didn't eat anything. It kind of worked. As long as you're not planting stuff that they like lettuce in there. They will have a chew on them, but they don't seem to like the cabbages that much. So we've had to put the chooks back in there because they were laying down in the backyard in all the elephant leaf plants. So they felt quite safe down there and decided they were going to lay, and unfortunately we've had to put them back in the cage, back in the coop. But it's a good thing because we've got the 2 new girls obviously, and this will give them all a chance to get to know each other. So who we got? We got Scully, Rosa, she's the boss, Pearl, she's the villain, Jules is just awesome. Lacey, if you can see her, she's huge. She's got massive feet. And got Judes, who Leah is now calling Juju. But she's big too, but she doesn't stand up that much. Anyway, guys, I hope you've had a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Have a lekker evening or day, wherever you are. And I will speak to you soon. Bye now.